Uh, this was the news was so bad to begin with. Um, I had some bad news. WWE just released the likes of Kofi Mensah, uh, who had to beat Kofi Kingston. Uh, Xavier Woods, who had to be Austin Watson. The other two had to be names of Tangaloa or Tongaloa. Whose real name, do not know why they let go of him. Seriously, they're letting go of the likes of they let go of Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, JC Mateo, and Tongaloa. Okay, so for those wrestlers that are released, what is WWE and TKO are doing? What are they doing? They don't even have no Wikipedia on Tongaloa, so they don't even have that shit. They got some other roster cuts here. We'll see this after I'm done. You know, after I'm done watching the video. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Um, I'm gonna save this before I'm going to like look at the video. Let's go. This whole thing's going to go stupid and grainy. Let me go rewind. Let's watch this video without any blowback. Turn this up.
Here's your wrestling news for May 2nd, 2026. Your headlines for today include 911 audio reveals second CM Punk fan incident during WrestleMania weekend. Reason revealed why CM Punk was not arrested despite 911 call. Possible next destination for Wyatt 6 after WWE releases revealed. Serious health update. Rebel diagnosed with ALS. Go-Turk Sergeant's Cody Rhodes. Is this Paul Heyman's favor? Ricky Saints debuts on main roster with lukewarm response. Battles Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
JC Chain picks up huge victory. Trios match teased. Bloodline control on SmackDown raises concerns. Botches Bar Women's Tag Team Championship match, and more.
Yeah.
WWE's post-WrestleMania roster shakeup is continuing, and the latest update suggests more names may now be on the way out. Following the 24 departures reported on April 25th, JC Mateo, Tongaloa, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods have all been moved to the alumni section on WWE's official website.
Why do you let them go?
This situation remains unclear for Mateo and Tongaloa at this stage. However, reports from Fightful Select and Corey Hayes of BodySlam.net indicate that Kingston and Woods have mutually parted ways with WWE. This latest update adds to the growing list of departures in recent weeks, reinforcing the idea that WWE's roster reset following WrestleMania is still ongoing, with more changes potentially still to come. CM Punk's WrestleMania 42 hotel incident has taken another turn, with new evidence now surfacing. TMZ has released a 911 call tied to the situation, first reported by Billy Body on the Dirty Sheets Wrestling Informer podcast, and later covered by Ringside News. Until now, most fans had only seen the viral clip of Punk knocking a fan's
down. You sucker for that man's hand.
But the newly released call points to an earlier confrontation that same night. According to the caller, he approached CM Punk for an autograph.
He smacked the nigga's hand. Man, Punk smacked the nigga's phone out. Punk smacked the nigga's phone out of his fucking hand and shit. Hey, come on, Philip. Come on, Philip. Why you gotta go smack the phone out of the nigga's hand? Because he's taking pictures of your fucking wife. He's taking pictures of your wife in Billy while they're coming. Come on, man.
But no, CM Punk decided to attack not one, but two wrestling fans on the same night.
Philip, why you gonna slap the phone out of the man's hand, cuz?
In the hotel lobby, where a fan approached Punk after he'd already walked past and tapped him on the shoulder. He claimed
slap the phone out the man's hand.
Immediately,
man, slap the phone out the man's hand.
Punk responded by flat out slapping this guy around the face.
No, he slapped the phone out the guy's hand, cuz.
CCTV did capture both incidents. When these incidents first came,
he slapped the phone out this guy's hand. The guy with the cannon cap.
Police arrived at the MGM Grand. That has now changed. According to Ringside News, it's been confirmed that no charges were filed.
Man with the cannon cap. CM Punk then slapped the phone out the hand of this guy who wears a cannon cap.
Which ultimately shaped their decision. The manager clearly said that based on what the police watched on CCTV,
the cops ain't doing nothing else about what happened.
Clear to the hotel manager that we cannot arrest CM Punk for incident number 1, but we can take action for incident number 2, which would be the phone, which would be the slap across the hand.
There's something. Let me tell you about what he said here.
For incident number 2, which would be the phone, which would be the slap across the hand.
Let me explain this shit. My little reaction here is from Ringside News. They said that the manager clearly said that based on what the police watched on closed caption television in both incidents, they made it clear to the hotel manager that we cannot arrest CM Punk, whose real name is Philip Jack Brooks. Philip Jack Brooks for the incident number 1 here, the first incident. But we can take action for the second incident, which was incident number 2, which would be the phone, which would be the slap across the hand.
The footage reportedly showed the fan initiating physical contact by tapping Punk after he'd already walked past, a key detail that gave Punk a legal edge in that moment. While the caller disputed that version in the 911 recording,
the fan just went turn informant and called the cops on him.
Statements. The second incident, Punk knocking a phone out of the fan's hand and making contact with the wrist, was viewed as limited in severity and did not escalate into immediate legal action. The Wyatt Six are already generating interest following their WWE release, and early discussions are beginning to shape expectations around where the faction could land next. Attention is now shifted behind the scenes, with new insight pointing to internal conversations with TNA. During a discussion about recently released WWE talent, Sean Ross Sapp shared that people at TNA have been actively speculating about the group's future and potential landing spots. People I talked to in TNA seem to think that Wyatt Six could end up in AEW. They're not going to AEW. I think they actually end up doing indie stuff together, TNA, MLW, and all that. That update clarifies 2 key points. While AEW has been mentioned internally as a possibility, it is not currently expected to be their destination. Instead, the belief is that the group may choose a different route by staying together and working across multiple platforms rather than committing to a single promotion. This approach would allow the faction to maintain its identity while appearing in a mix of environments, including independent promotions, TNA, and potentially MLW. Given their established chemistry and presentation, that flexibility could help them build momentum quickly across different audiences. At this stage, no official decision has been confirmed, but the fact that multiple promotions are already part of the conversation shows there is immediate interest in where the Wyatt Six go next. With several paths on the table, where do you think the Wyatt Six should land next? AEW, TNA, or the independent scene.
Let Major League Wrestling get them then.
Struggles have now received a
Oh,
heartbreaking
Rebel.
diagnosis,
Poor
including
Rebel.
the seriousness of what she's been dealing
Poor
with in
Rebel
recent months.
Tanea.
She revealed that she has been diagnosed with terminal ALS, providing a clear explanation for the mobility and speech issues she had previously been experiencing.
Terminal ALS, man. She was diagnosed with that man. She's diagnosed with terminal ALS, bro.
Now the confirmation
Terminal
of
ALS, man. She's diagnosed with it. Poor thing. She'll speak.
The update came through an
She'll say
video
something.
shared on
She'll speak.
Instagram.
She'll speak on
Rebel
it.
addressed her condition directly and opened up
She'll
about
speak
what
on
she
it
was
after
doing.
this.
Okay, there's an update, and hold on, because there is a plot twist. First, I want to say thank you for all your prayers, because for those who know, it's been a 2-year medical journey trying to find out what is wrong. And finally, our prayers have been answered. The thing is, sometimes we don't want to hear that answer to our prayers. And so, while I was waiting to have lung surgery for the masses on my lung, the doctors at Mayo finally found what's going on. The doctors have diagnosed me with terminal ALS. There is not a lot of research behind ALS, and we don't know how long I have. But it explains why I have trouble walking and talking, and all my functions will soon decline. But now we can prepare for the future and what is to come. And I want to say thank you to Tony. I want to say thank you to Tony. Thank you to Tony Khan and AEW for supporting me on this medical journey. It has been a blessing that is unheard of, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And thank you to all of you for your prayers. Please continue to pray for a peaceful journey and a peaceful passing. I love you.
At this stage, the
Poor
focus
thing.
turns toward how Rebel navigates
Poor
this
Rebel.
situation moving forward, both personally and publicly, as she continues to share her
Lung
story.
surgery
At
that
this
she's
point,
facing.
the focus shifts beyond wrestling as the entire community rallies
Damn,
around
I
Rebel
felt bad for this woman,
with
man.
respect. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about.
What's the names?
We are kicking off SmackDown as Gunter shocked fans with an attack on
Man,
Cody
Gunter
Rhodes.
already had Cody,
And
bro.
the undisputed WWE champion out with a sleeper. Gunter
Oh,
hoisted the
Gunter just challenged Cody to a match, and I think it's the least in one of the pay-per-views. Why is he holding Cody's title?
WWE Tag Team Champions R-Truth and Damian Priest, and in the
And
background,
Truth is bald-headed. Truth is bald-headed. Look at him, bro.
Heyman owes Gunter a favor for the Austrian facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42, and if Gunter versus Cody is the plan, does that mean that plans have changed? With Brock Lesnar seemingly retiring at WrestleMania, many believe that Gunter's favor would see Heyman get Brock back for one
Brock is done. Brock is done. He's
If
retiring.
Heyman's favor is getting Gunter a title match with Cody, though, this could be another sign that Lesnar is indeed finished in the ring for good. Of course, Heyman being in SmackDown may have had nothing to do with Gunter, but WWE is leaving us with a lot of questions with this tease. Are you excited for Gunter versus Cody? And do you think this is a sign that Lesnar is indeed gone for good?
Well, Backlash might have to add that match too.
Speaking of Cody, The undisputed WWE champion kicked off SmackDown by sharing that he is medically cleared, meaning Cody versus Gunther could come at any time. Rhodes was interrupted by Ricky Sainz, who made his main roster debut in a losing effort against his fellow All Elite Wrestling alum. Losing your debut match on the main roster isn't an ideal result, and Sainz also faced a quiet crowd when he made his entrance, in a worrying sign. It's not like fans don't watch NXT, just listen to the reaction to other call-ups.
I watch NXT.
And perhaps this response was because he was debuting against Cody. Even if Rhodes has faced a backlash from some, the crowd tonight were firmly behind him, leaving them not sure what to make of the former NXT champion. Jacy Jayne's debut match saw her beat WWE's most decorated woman of all time, Charlotte Flair, though it was the numbers advantage.
How did Jacy Jayne beat Charlotte Flair?
Alexa Bliss, Jayne had both Laney Reed and Fallon Henley, and there was a fun spot when Jayne was scared by Bliss at ringside. Prior to the match, Rhea Ripley offered to come out to even the numbers, only to be told
Rhea needs to team up. Rhea needs to team up with Charlotte and Alexa. Rhea and Charlotte, they used to have this feud. They used to be beefing, but now there's alliance. They have alliance between all three of them, dude. There's alliance between all three of them, dude.
Creativity from WWE's creative team as we continue to see the same tactic. After Sol Ruka's call-up match was against
Ruka was already at the main roster.
Jayne is the latest NXT call-up to face a champion in non-title action. While WWE wants to feature these NXT alum using the same tactic, it's boring, and WWE needs to think of other ways for NXT call-ups to get attention.
Well, NXT's going to need some newer faces, man, fresh faces.
For Danhausen backfired, allowing Danhausen to leave with $40,000 of the Miz's money.
Money. He got the money. Oh no, Danhausen got the money. He got that truck. Danhausen got the money. Danhausen got the money.
Cursed and said he will mentor
he cursed him by taking the money, cuz.
When Kid came out and forced Miz to choose who to mentor, Miz stuck with Danhausen, and for a brief moment, it appeared that Mizhausen was genuine. We say brief as the Miz and Wilson double teamed to Danhausen.
He chose it, dude.
Of Danhausen taking damage in WWE. Backstage, Nick Aldis made the tag match for Backlash, pitting Miz and Wilson against Danhausen and a mystery partner.
Yeah.
Who do you think it'll be? Sound off below.
Some will happen.
After the backstage segment earlier, Damian Priest and R-Truth defended against Fraxium in a fantastic title match for TV. Despite a valiant effort by Fraxium, Priest and R-Truth retained, but their celebration was short-lived as Solo Sikoa and Tonga took out everyone. After a commercial break, Solo fumed at Jacob Fatu for taking out the other MF team members last week, but there was something awkward about this promo. For Sikoa's speech, there was no sign of the four men who'd just been laid out.
Solo took everybody out. Solo, dude, Jacob took everybody out, bro. Jacob had took everybody out, bro.
Confront Solo and Tala on SmackDown. The brothers said how any issues.
Oh, the Usos in MFTs, bro. What kind of beef they have with them, dude?
Roman Reigns come next WWE PLE.
It's a family affair. Look at this.
Passed down in their family, it is always taught as a last resort move.
It was like a family affair, bro.
The movie is supposed to be making Fatu's use of it on Reigns a big deal, but this segment ended with Tonga taking out Jimmy and Jay.
It was a family affair.
Another win to his collection with a victory over Angel in a short match that did all it needed to do for the powerhouse. Backstage, Keys bumped into Jacob Fatu
and
about their friendship pre-WWE before Keys fired Fatu up ahead of Backlash and Roman Reigns.
Royce Keys have ran into these guys, bro. Royce Keys have ran into the MFTs, man. What the fuck? Jacob will take these dudes out, bro.
Sami Zayn was booed again on SmackDown as he came out with the gingerbread man costume he wore last week to ambush Trick Williams and Lil
He wore the costume.
The anger built up in Zayn before he assaulted the costume, and there was a funny moment where he tried to rip the face off, but had to settle for the arm instead.
Wait.
Trick Williams came out to make the save.
It's just a dummy.
Throw the X up for the gingerbread man.
It's just a dummy, bro.
Showing that the man was seriously hurt.
Wait, it's just a dummy.
The doctor confirmed that the gingerbread man is dead, and Williams would issue a United States title match to Sami for Backlash. It's odd that Williams seemed to care more for a fake character than his United States Championship, and we're sure plenty of fans won't have liked this. The antics continued as WWE shared a graphic confirming the passing of the Gingerbread Man and the funeral of the Gingerbread Man.
Oh no, it's just a dummy. Why do you feel sorry for a freaking dummy?
Segment felt off, and while it was designed to create heat for
How do you feel sorry for a freaking mannequin?
This
I feel sorry for a mannequin in a gingerbread costume, dude.
with him being elevated into being a world champion, but it's just too early to know which. Whatever the case.
Why you have a mannequin in a gingerbread costume, bro?
Funeral, begging the question if Shinsuke Nakamura
People are stupid, bro.
to get used on TV. In women's tag team title action, the Irresistible Forces hoped to regain the gold when they took on Paige and Brie Bella. There was some speculation about
it. Paige done slapped Legend right across the face, bro.
Didn't have any custom side plates on her title. While some saw this as WWE not investing in side plates for a reign about to end, it was more likely that WWE has yet to make them simply because of how last minute her return was. There was a botch during the entrances, as after Brie came out, her theme stopped, and Paige's theme was supposed to play, but instead, it was Brie's song again. While Paige's theme did eventually play, this botch didn't go unnoticed online, and there was another
weird gimmick.
Match.
What's a weird gimmick?
It's clear that Nia Jax was supposed to prevent a tag, but Paige got it anyway, so they had to bring in Brie earlier than planned.
Man, Nia could have stopped them. That's what they were doing.
This whole segment was far from a perfect run.
Man, what is
In
that?
the main event, the Usos battled Solo Sikoa and Tonga, but Jacob Fatu would get involved, bringing the match to a swift end.
Usos had to battle their own. The Usos had to battle their own family to go even the odds and scores.
Usos, telling them that he'll beat Roman Reigns at Backlash, as Jacob remains focused mere days before the biggest match of his career.
This is after all the shit that happened with Jey Uso with Jey Uso and Cameron. That's after the shit that happened with Jey Uso and Cameron at the that's what it is. What's the show? That's what it is. The podcast hosted by Mason Cameron. The lady named Trish. She was working with them.
People on the brands they're supposed to be on, and have Gunther versus Reigns and Cody versus Fatu, as the brands seem very lax right now. And that was WWE SmackDown. And what did you make of the show? Let us know in the comments.
It's all based on relevancy. That's all it is. Yeah, no news from JD whatsoever. Oh, the Panda Bus. Damn. Yeah, that's the Stream Awards. Yeah, a bunch of shit that's out there. So, why does it mean I wouldn't be able to do live shows for now? Now I'm gonna be able to do it because I've done live shows based on movies once. I've done live shows based on 5 or 6 films, 5 or 6 movies. But I never did an audio review based on Boys in the Hood. Well, oh, you want to go see what I got? Don't want to spoil the surprise, man. Lo and behold, the item. This here is a Call of Duty Black Ops 6 LED mini fridge. And it's compact and portable. It has removable inner shelf that allows the storage of different drinks and snacks. It has this compact portable design that you can use at your house or in the office or on the road trips, and there's more. And last but not least, it has this thermoelectric cooling. It has low energy, quiet, and vibration free. This mini fridge was from the likes of the people at Activision, and it came out. This came out since 2024. Ever since I moved in this house, it was came out in 2024. It was from Activision Publishing Incorporated. It was from the Call of Duty name and the Call of Duty Black Ops, or like the trademarks of Activision Publishing Incorporated. So it has the all rights reserved thing on it and allows everything to work. So I haven't been able to open this yet. So this thing is a godsend. It can be an answer to the prayers. So I never get a chance to open this one. I couldn't open this until I get some like energy drinks or at least some Mountain Dew 12 can packs or something. Put this back in a package maybe. My sister already went and got this for me yesterday. Push it up. They push it there to the side. We push that there to the side. God push it there to the side. Let me explain it to y'all for a minute. I'm going straight to the talent cuts. See, from yesterday, they already had mention of these the cuts. See, the four people that's already been let go from the company, the four people that's been let go like yesterday is four people that's let go, let alone let me see if I can find those people that's been released. I got to find out who's behind these releases. Let me go find out what happened from yesterday regarding those people being let go. Okay, we found something here. This is what we found here from the people at a pro wrestling community stage side seats. You have some stuff that's going around here. Oh, damn. Can't shit. Fucking God. This is so stupid. What is the. Go find this thing. Maybe sick to my stomach. I need to find out what happened. Let me go to figure four wrestling. Let me go to figure four wrestling, or I'm gonna just have to go to ringside news. This is what we're going here to ringside news here regarding Tongaloa, regarding his exit from the WWE amid the wave of departures. See, while earlier included the names like JC Mateo, who had to be Jeff Cobb, and Xavier Woods, who had to be Austin Watson, and Kofi Kingston, who had to be Kofi Mensa. A new report confirms that Tonga. This was confirmed by Mr. Sean Ross Sapp, uh, who was revealing that Loa is part of the latest group of departures. In other words, what about see Tongaloa is already gone. So we gotta find out why. With Tongaloa, his run goes back to like 2 years later. It goes back like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? May of 2024. His run right back in May 2024 at Backlash in France, which immediately put him in a major position that he aligned with Solo Sokoa, who had to be Joseph Fatu. Um, and Tamatanga Tamatanga, who was officially joining the bloodline as a heel during major shift. That's Tongaloa, by the way. See, Tongaloa, his WWE run back in May of 2024 at Backlash France. That was a WWE pay per view or premium live event, which immediately put him in a major position that he aligned with Solo Sokoa, he was cousins with, his brother Tamatanga, you know what I'm saying? Um, and by officially joining the bloodline, which was known as my family tree, as a heel during a major shift in the faction, following the absence of Liati Joseph Anawai, who was known as Roman Reigns. So we gotta go other ways here. From there, Loa became a regular presence alongside Tamatonga as a part of the Tongans, playing a major role in the group's dominance. The duo were involved in several major feuds with the likes of Kevin Steen, who had to be Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, whose real name was Randall Keith Orton, keeping them in the mix on WWE programming. He also picked Loa, especially, he picked up a notable achievement during that run, being recognized as a WWE Tag Team Champion through a storyline shift. It was a storyline shift involving Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu was a big man in a in a Samoan family in the background. So marking his first major title moment in the WWE, the reign kind of lasted a few months before the titles had changed hands. Before the titles, it's a few months. The reign just lasted a few months before the titles had changed hands in later in 2024. Loa remained involved in this bloodline civil war story. Yeah, the bloodline civil war story. It was like some shit going with Marvel comics, and it's like some old shit from Marvel comics and DC comics type of thing. It's included the War Games match. We had the War Games match that was at Survivor Series in late 2024, where the faction came up short against the Reigns team, against Reigns' team. That stretch had ended. The stretch had ended with a setback as Loa suffered a torn bicep that kept him out of action for at least several months. He returned in like a year later. He returned in like 2025, that's last year, in MFT faction alongside names like Jeff Cobb, who was JC Mateo. Uh, Loa had continued as an enforcer type presence, contributing to the group dynamic, as you will, even as the focus, even as the focus has shifted across different members. Now his run comes to an end as WWE continues by trimming its roster with another member tied closely to the bloodline story by exiting the company by departure, by leaving. Do you think that WWE should have done more with the Tonga Loa thing? They're asking that. Do you think that WWE should have done more with Tonga Loa after his return, or was his role always going to be limited within the bloodline slash my family tree story? Let us know your thoughts. That's where it's coming from. Ringside News. So that's all they got. So there's some stuff going on. I do not want to keep reading. This is what happened to with MJF. MJF was reacting to Kingston and Woods, leaving the WWE, which that made him more surprised. Uh, Maxwell Friedman, who was working for AEW, he reacted to all this shit too. I didn't feel bad for them, for Kofi and Xavier. These guys, man, it was another brutal uh time because of what happened with these guys being let go and departed from the company. It kills everything. Oh shit. This got something going on with Kimber, who was used to be married to Daryl Sheets, who was a star of Storage Wars on A&E. In other words, why would his estranged wife took her own life, like almost a month ago, at 67 years of age? Why her? This was all over. It was all over the entertainment television news regarding her death. You know, sad. I mean, she was close with Daryl and Brandon Sheets, his son, who was like a stepson, to her. People are like people like puzzled and hurt about what was really going on with Kimber Werfel, with Kimber Werfel. you know. So the condolences go out to her family. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. A lot of people like doing so much. But anytime I start watching a documentary or a film, they start showing this commercial for a biopic based on the late Michael Jackson. And the biopic is called Michael. And it was starred with his nephew playing as Michael Jackson, Jafar Jackson, who is the nephew of the Jackson clan. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the Jackson family, along with his cousins. You know what I'm saying? His uncles and his daddy and his aunties. You know what I'm saying? He got some sort of backlash for playing as his uncle in the movie. And I didn't even know they showed that the advertisement for that biopic. So he had to because his aunties doesn't want to be a part of that film. His aunties, Latoya Jackson, if it was Latoya Jackson, she lost some mad weight. She got skinny, but she used to be built up like a brick house and all that, and all of a sudden she's losing weight. She got to mighty skinny. I don't know about Janet, but Janet just put on a few pounds or whatever pounds that she not putting on. So they both doesn't want to be a part of the biopic based on their brother. So their nephew, the nephew of the Jackson family, who had to be Jafar Jackson, he ends up playing as Michael Jackson. He plays Michael Jackson in the biopic. So based on it's all based on the life of Michael Jackson and his career and things like that. He was in the Jackson Five from the '60s to the '70s, maybe, where they had to start in Gary, Indiana. That was before they filmed Original Gangsters. That's before they filmed Original Gangsters. Original Gangsters. Everybody remember that movie, Original Gangsters? Uh, the movie was taking place in Gary, Indiana, in 1996. So it was done in 1995, and later was released in theaters in 1996. So Diana Ross, I remember, Tracy Ross's mother. Tracy Ross's mother, uh, she too doesn't want to be a part of the biopic. So good on her. She doesn't want to be a part of the film. That's fine with her. I don't think that she wants to be a part of the film because she already respected the wishes of the Jackson family. She had to go get some respect out of it, but she doesn't want to ruin the legacy. She already, she doesn't want to go against the wishes of the Jackson family. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to do is not go against the wishes of the Jacksons. So she had to learn to respect the wishes of the Jackson family, the Jacksons, man. So Diana doesn't have no time to go be a part of the films because The film has already been important anyway. They already got some documentaries based on Janet Jackson, and they already got one that was already out. Lesbian Homie, man. They just added like season one with 2 episodes, but they have season five where it has 1 episode that was already been put on there. They already got like a couple of episodes from season 2 and 3, and they might get those from like season 4. I did not even know. So I seen a little of the stuff though. Let's see different strokes. With different strokes, they had added like some other episodes, all the episodes that was from the other seasons. I did not even know they were gonna put that stuff together. It's good on them. Yeah, what you guys think about this video with me watching SRW's uh, news based on those releases, those 4 releases of 4 wrestlers that's already about to be departing from the WWE, who have to be Soul Sikoa's family members, especially not about his family members, but it's about Tangaloa. It's all about Tangaloa being released. JC Mateo, who have to be Jeff Cobb. Kofi Kingston, who have to be Kofi Mensah. Xavier Woods, who have to be Austin Watson. Those 4 guys, they have been released and parted ways with the company. So, but they're going to end up wishing them on their future endeavors. But shit, I think it has something to do with you know, the old term, budget cuts, budget cuts. You know, so Triple H, Triple H, and Nick Khan and Nicholas Khan, Polavesk and Nicholas Khan. Let me tell you about these guys. Nicholas Khan and Polavesk Jr. They wanted to cut the talent to meet the quota of TKO and Endeavor. So it was about the greed. So they had to cut costs where they had to cut costs. But still, if you like this video, man, hit the like button on this video. It'll help out my channel. It'll help me out. It goes within the algorithm of YouTube and the universe. You know what I'm saying? It helps them out. It helps them out. It helps my channel out. It helps me out and everything else. God wants people to have these second chances. If they want to have them second chances, they'll go to God for those second chances. But anywho, I'm doing my research if I had to do it. Uh, Probably I'm going to have to do something else. Um, I might do a video based on me watching this video regarding JD playing Call of Duty. It's not about me playing. That's not about me playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7 uh, Endgame. I already did that video based on me playing the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Endgame uh, difficulty thing. They say Endgame thing. I already did that video, but I'm gonna have to handle some business with that other video. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do one I'm gonna do a video for like 4 hours with JD playing one of the Call of Duty games. I think it was I think it was Cold War. I think it was Cold War or something. I don't even know. That was from like 2021. I think it's featuring Batman. I'm gonna check with y'all you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check with y'all later because I'm about to go do another video. At least tonight. I'll probably tonight or something. I'll do the video, and it's gonna gain some interest for the viewers at YouTube. If they detect some music, they'll they ain't gonna detect it. So they'll even though after I'm done doing this video, they might slap a copyright on the video that I'm gonna do. I don't even care too much. I just want to do what I have to do to please those viewers. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Peace.